Welcome to Wolfe Cadillac. Today we're doing an in-depth review on the new 2021 Cadillac Escalade Platinum. This vehicle is featured in white metallic paint with black front grille, alloy rims, power extendable running boards, power fold-in mirrors, as well as our backup camera, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and massaging seats. Now moving on to the interior of the Escalade. You can see on our door panel we have quite a few different colors and textures. We have our gray leather, wooden trim, as well as our Cirrus white leather, and then this kind of fabric pattern with a leather inlay inside. We have our heated and cooled seat options. Once we select, we can see the buttons light up on the steering wheel, as well as the actual switch itself in red or blue. We have our chrome door handle, as well as our padded armrest, close handle, memory seat options, window and mirror controls with power mirror fold-in, and full automatic windows for front and rear passengers. Below that we have our storage, as well as AKG a speaker system in the vehicle, power extendable running boards. Then we have our Escalade badging on the side, currently covered in protective seal. Side of the seat we have our power seat controls, massaging seat option, and power lumbar support controls. Also, I'll show you some of the options for the massaging seat once we step inside. Then off to the left of the steering wheel here, we have our four-wheel drive controls, as well as our adaptive suspension controls. For our ground clearance, you can see it adjust on the screen there. We have our park brake, trailering mode, and interior lighting controls as well. And the front seats are featured with speakers in the headrests, some nice perforations in the leather in the shape of triangles and circles, and our Cadillac silhouette embossed in chrome. Now stepping inside of the vehicle, see on the steering wheel off to the side we have a power adjustable steering wheel. To the left here we have some controls for the heads-up display controls, or the heads-up display on the front of the vehicle. You can see we click that, we can adjust the brightness and height. It's located at the front there. And we also have our controls for the gauge. You can adjust to show the map and navigation, as well as our augmented reality and night vision. And we also have our trip controls as well. On the gauge cluster itself, off to the side we have some information about the current day and temperature. Then off to the right we have our audio currently playing. It's currently tuned to FM radio, and it still shows the album cover. And in the middle, obviously, our gauge cluster and tack. The steering wheel features full gray leather with paddle shifters behind. We also have our cruise control, heated steering wheel option, and front collision alert. You can see down here we have our little ear button. What this is conversation mode. So we press the button and it turns conversation enhancement mode on. And our little ear appears down at the bottom here in green. What this does is it uses the speakers and the microphones in the vehicle, so we can enhance the audio into the far rear. So the passengers in the far rear and the passengers in the front will use the speakers to hear the voices, similar to a phone, but just in a smaller area. Also on the steering wheel we have our audio and radio controls, and the heated steering wheel option, our push start, as well as our infotainment screen here. You can see all the options down the side here for navigation, phone, audio, and home. Our park assists, the ambient lighting feature, so you can change the lighting on the inside of the vehicle. You can see where it lights up. Obviously this is more visible at nighttime, but nonetheless we can still go through some of the different features inside. So lights up the footwells and just underneath of this chrome trim piece there. Then we have wood across, Cadillac in script just underneath. Then our climate controls, dual zone climate with our air filtration mode. Gear selection stock. Under this wooden panel, we have our charging outlets, storage, and 2 cup holders. Our vehicle controls, as well as infotainment controls, and a volume knob. This is our wireless charging pad. We can just place our phone there while driving. padded leather center console with Escalade badging featured in chrome on the back. Inside we have even more charging outlets, as well as the on and off for the main charging outlet. Our cooler in the middle with rubber padding at the bottom. Once we close the center console, you can see we have our lid, which closes down as well. Our rear view mirror, which doubles as a rear view camera, can adjust the brightness, zoom, and vertical positioning. If we also shift the vehicle into reverse, we can see we have all the options for our rear view camera. Then overhead we have our OnStar controls, sunroof and moonroof controls, and power liftgate controls, as well as our reading lights and 3 garage door openers. Then a panoramic sunroof and moonroof overhead. Now back onto the exterior, we can see our gunmetal gray alloy rims with Cadillac badge center caps, paint matched mirror caps and door handles, power extendable running boards tucked underneath, then rear privacy tint with Cadillac badge in chrome. We also have LED strips on the door handles, and the handles themselves don't move when you open the vehicle. We just push in the rubber button behind, and the door opens. Our fuel filler cap off to the left. Then around to the back of the vehicle, we have our dual exhaust, as well as our power liftgate here. We have a button underneath which releases the glass, so we can access our cargo from the back here. It's also a full power liftgate. Plenty of storage room in the rear. Now on to the rear interior, we can see a similar door panel to the front. In the back here with our window controls, close handle, speaker tweeter, speaker, and our storage. We have our 2 rear bucket seats and rear 60/40 far in the back. Back of the front seats we have our leather magazine holders, and back of the front seats we have our DVD players. Now stepping inside of the vehicle, you can see back of the center console area we have our rear climate controls displayed very nicely. And we have our fold-out cup holders and our inputs as well as charging outlets down below. You can also see we have a beige carpet in the vehicle, which matches the whole entire interior. The bucket seats are featured in same leather as the front, with the Cadillac silhouette in chrome and leather armrest. And in the far rear we have our 60/40 split. Off to either side we have cup holders and charging outlets. Thank you for joining me for this video walk around of the 2021 Cadillac Escalade. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more daily Cadillac videos, and we hope to see you in at Wolfe Cadillac sometime very soon.